with my knife, even though I still can't seem to find my original knife after the move yet. And cutting into the shrink wrap. As for pretty much we're looking at the box, from what I remember with news coming around, we're actually looking at more vertical boxes like this one. And I'm opening it up into its display if I can, without doing much. And unfortunately not. Nope, gonna have to do it as is. As we're looking at, as usual, half a box worth in packs. And let's get into it. Starting off with the first pack. For the most part, we're actually looking mostly at stopping at any noteworthy new additions, considering that in comparison to reprints. Starting that off is pretty much the foil of BT12 Agu, followed by BT21 Geogray, BT13 Omega, BT12 Geogray, BT12 XV, BT16 Dragon Mode, Shamanmon as, well, BT18 Shamanmon, Shining Burst, GLX, and then starting off with our first new card is the new AD1 Payogemon. 8 card play, 4 to Digivolve generically for level off of level 4 green or blue, 4 cost, or can alternatively Digivolve for 3 off of any free or hero trade Digimon, and can come out by DNAing with level 4 green and blue, and has partitioned into level 4 green and blue with its 1 Digivolving effect. Until the end of your opponent's turn, this Digimon is unable to be deleted by battle, and then if you DNA'd, its attack targets can be changed for the turn. Its one attacking effect allows it to melee Digivolve into a Imperial Digimon named Pan, reducing the cost by 2. And just like the sought-after BT16, it also carries Partition as the inherit. And following that up, we end up hitting a first SR exclusive for AD1, being the new Shaman Cross 7. 13 hard play, and then generically Digivolves for 5 off of a level excuse me, off of a level 5 red, black, or blue. Alternatively, can Digivolve off of a Digimon, a level 6 Digimon, with the cross or blue flare trait for cost of 2 instead. With the on-play 1 Digivolving when attacking, once per turn, you're able to turn one of your opponent's Digimons that has much lower DP than itself to the bottom of the opponent's deck, and then it gets to unsuspend. With the alternates effect, when this Digimon leaves the battle area through other means than by Digicrossing, from the from Digimon Crossing, you may actually place up to 4 cross-art blue flare cards from underneath one of your tamers and play 1 such card without paying the cost. With its Digicross requirements being -2, using Omni Shotmon, Greymon, Ballistamon, Dorulumon, Starmons, and Sparrowmon. And following that, we also get a reprint of the trainings as well in here. That's one done, and let's continue on. And caught on the edge. And we're looking at BT13, BT16, Davison Ken, BT20 Alpha, RB1 Guri, BT21 Ghost Gamma, Gobblebond from the Elm set, BT3 Terrier again, BT6 Time, BT21 Gamma, and another AD1 hit, being the new Garurumon with the Adventure trait, who Digivolves for 2 generically off of level 3 blue, excuse me, and can Digivolve off of level 3 with Omnimon in its text. or with the adventure trait for a cost of 2. And then on playing on Digivolve, you're able to draw 1, and then all turns when your Digimon or Tamers are played or Digivolved into, and if any of them have the Greymon or the Mat name, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon with Garurumon in its name without paying the cost, so it allows you to climb up the line for adventure and can somehow pretty much add into the Omnimon line if you want to go full stack build rather than the warp build, and then grants jamming as the inherit. And then following that up, we end up getting a reprint of Shine Gray Burst mode. And following that up is the first gold border of this box, being a Yuji Masuya reprint. With this also being a special card, or more or less special print within this box. And following that up into our next pack, definitely Crimson Blaze being well needed. Yuji once again, BG20 Omega this time, U20 Belgamma, EX4 Gil, BG20 Jess, Demonic Disaster, BT13 Shine Gray, EX2 Gil, and then another AD1 hit, being Izzy and Tai for the adventure. Being 3-star play, has star main. If the opponent has a Digimon, you gain 1 memory. Then during your turn, whenever any of your other adventure Digimon or Tamers are played by spinning down, one of your Digimon may Digivolve up into the adventure trait in the hand, and then for every 2 colors and Tamers that you have, you reduce the evolution cost by 1. As in line with the usual AD1, Adventure Tamers. Following that, reprint of the Onmyeon Ace. And we end up paying the reprint of EX4 Ruin Mode in here as well. And next up, for the next pack. And catching on the edges again. Reprint of Taiki Kirya Nene, BT12 Demi-V, BT21 Coral, Gigadeath, BT12 Takato, BT17 Miraculous Mega Knight, reprint of BT13 Dynus, BT9 Pillow, Floodgate, BT4 Zuba Eager, Final Zubagon Punch, reprint of BT13 King Drazel, and reprint of Hero. And for another gold border hit is the reprint of Mega Gargo Ace. And next up from there, with no 81 hit in there, we're chugging along. And next up, BT16 Toge Mogamon, BT13 Agu, BT3 Davis, Final Shining Burst, EX1 XV, Promo Worm, War Girl X, Cool Boy, Genkumon, Mega Go Ace again, Shine Gray, and then Blue Memboost. Another one emptied of an 81 hit. Let's continue on from here. EX7 Otama, BT13 Marcus, Promo Gil, definitely a sight for sore eyes, BT13 Geogray, BT8 Magna, BT13 Chikuri, Takato, X Antibody, definitely needing that reprint, Sirius, and then hang another Adventure 81 hit, being the Man TK. And as you can tell from the arts, they're pretty much from the movie. These are the movie iterations. getting back on topic. With this man, TK, 3-star play, and then also star main, gains 1 memory as long as the opponent has Digimon. And then whenever your Digimon would Digivolve into an Adventure Digimon by splitting this Terra down, you're able to play out 1 Adventure Tree card from your hand, and then for every 2 colors and tamers that you have, you reduce this effect's play cost by 1, as expected. And following that up, a well-needed reprint of Promo Gallant. And following that up is our first alt art hit, that being of AD1 Seriousmon. 12-card play, and then 4 to Digimon generically off of a level 5 red, or alternatively, Digimons for 3 cost off of a level 5 with Galore in text. Has raid, security +1, and blocker. And then on Digivolve when attacking, once per turn, you're able to place 1 Digimon card by placing 3 Digimon cards with Galore in their text from hand or trash as this Digimon's top or bottom source. You are able to delete 1 of your opponent's Digimon with as much or less DP than itself. Well, at the end of turn, while this has 5 or more sources, it may attack without suspending. Pretty much adding on to, giving the Galore deck more offensive capabilities. And that done. Now on to our next pack. Reprint of BT6 Mat. Reprint of Structure Deck Growl. BT21 Regulus. Awakening of the Sun. Promo V. BT6 Suno. RB1 Gamma. BT21 Agu. Dorumon. And another AD1 exclusive hit in the form of Dynasmon, who's 11-card play, and then Digivolves for 3 generically off of level 5 red or yellow, excuse me. Then has the other effect. When this Digimon would be played, if you're sitting at 4 or more cards with Lucimon or which only texting your trash, you get to reduce the hard play cost by 5, going up for 6. With the on play 1 Digivolve, allowing you to trash your top or bottom security, and then all of your opponents' Digimon gets minus 6,000 DP for the turn, definitely being able to hit wide. With the alternates once per turn effect, that whenever it sees one of your security stacks removed, you get to then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP as well. Then it also has a security effect. It also gives one of your opponent's Digimon sec -1 for the turn, and then one of their Digimon gets hit with minus 2,000 DP. Pretty much a good tool, considering that it also can be slid into Royal Knights. Following there, reprint of BG20 Ryuken Ace, followed by Green Scramble reprint. And then down to the last 5 packs. And we continue onwards. Hitting EX4 reprint, EX4 Agu, Dead or Alive, BT7 Skull Knight, Agu Bond, BT12 Sting, BT12V, well needed reprint of EX6 Lucy Chaos Mode, EX7 Shoto, Promo Shade Drum is definitely a sight for sore eyes here in the market. AD1, and then following that is the new Z Greymon from this set. 11-card play, Digivolves for 3 generically off of a level 5 blue or black, or alternatively for 3 costs off of any level 5 with blue flare or crossfire in its traits. Has reboot and blocker, with the on play and 1 Digilong effect to delete 1 opposing Digimon with the fewest evolution sources, with the alternates effect that whenever this Digimon would leave the barrier, other than by digicrossing, you get to play out level 5 or lower Blue Flower Cross Art trait Digimon from its own sources without paying the cost, with the ruling text to also count as being a cross art. And following that up is another SR hit in the form of Gaimon Ace for the Atmon. With this definitely being a unique situation for apps, considering how they usually play, but going over it now, 7-yard play, Digivolves for 4 generically off of level 5 red, or off of any ultimate trait Digimon, well, ultimate trait card, also carrying the app fusion of Glowmon plus Charismon. In addition, it also has Blast Digivolving, allowing it to come down without paying the cost. Though in this case, well, it goes without saying that it's not Blast DNA, so it's a straightforward evolution into it. And going over it already, Sec +1 with a blocker body, and has Link +1, like all the God grade Digimon as are. With the on play, 1 Digivolving and 1 attacking effect, once per turn, you're able to link up to 2 social, Navi, or tool treat cards from hand or its own sources to itself, not paying the cost. And then you may delete 1 opponent's Digimon with as much or less DP as this Digimon, thus giving a little bit of comeback material for Gaimon as a deck. And following that is Purple Mem Boost. Down to the last 4 as we round it off. And catching on the edge again. BT12 Marcus, Pro Mega Kabuteri, RB1 Hero, BT9 Rise X, BT5 Siako, BT19 Growl, BT16 Worm, BT8 Psych, BT8 Digimon Emperor, and another AD1 hit, being JP Koji and Koichi. 5-star Play Tamer, and gets to play out when paying the cost, and at the start of your main or on play, you get to place up to 2 hybrid cards with different colors from your hand or trash underneath this Tamer. Then if this effect placed anything, you're able to draw 1. Then if there are 4 or more hybrid treat Digimons underneath it, you are able to gain 2 memory, with the ruling text allowing it to count as each individual tamer. And then for the inherent, it grants your hybrids. All turns, when this Digimon with a hybrid Digimon or your trait would leave the battle area, you're able to add your top security card to the hand to prevent from leaving, pretty much granting protection for that stack. And then following that is a reprint of BT20 Cool Boy, and we end up paying another SR hit in the form of, that's actually a secret rare that I really glossed over. With this being AD1 Imperial Digimon Fire Mode, 13 on play, and Digivolves for 5 generically off of level 5 Green or Blue, or alternatively, Digivolves for 5 off of a Imperial Digimon Dragon Mode. Try again. Digivolves for 5 off of level 5 with the hero trait, but Digivolves off of a Dragon Mode for a cost of 1. Has Sec +1 on blocker, and then on attack and 1 Digivolving, once per turn, you are able to turn 1 opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP to the bottom of the deck. Then all turns, once per turn, when Digimon are played or Digivolved, you get to suspend 1 of your opponent's Digimon and unsuspend this Digimon. Then, if played or Digivolved by effect, you may return 1 of your opponent's suspended Digimon to the bot deck as well. This definitely giving more bite to good old blue-green Fiddledrum. And on to the next. Catching again. We last 3. Demi V, BT3 Gazi, BT21 Rise Gray, Structure Deck Veildra, BT12 Return the Primogenitor, BT4 Coral, BT21 Unleash Shout, LM Regulusmon, Ace, BT8 Kukua, and then another AD1 hit with War Growlmon. 7 to our play, and then 3 to generically digivolve off of a level 4 red, or alternatively for 3 off of level 4 with Growl or the hero trait. It has raid, and on play 1 digivolving, you're able to play out 1 Tocado from hand or trash, paying the cost. Then you get to delete 1 opponent's Digimon with 6,000 DP or less. And for this turn, it grants an all turns when this Digimon with the Galmon name would leave the battle area, other than by your own effects. You're able to place 1 of each Tocado and Gilmon from its sources while paying the cost. And then from there, we end up paying a SR hit with the new AD1 Crest Garurumon for Adventure. 12 to our play, and 4 to generically digivolve off a level 5 blue or black, or alternatively can digivolve for a cost of 3 off of any level 5 Guru name or Adventure Trait card, has Alliance and Evade, and then on play 1 digivolve and 1 attacking. Once returned, you're able to turn 1 of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest level to the hand. Then this card and 1 of your other Digimon, Greymon name, gets to unsuspend. With the opponent's turn effect, that whenever 1 of your opponent's Digimon attacks, 2 of your Digimon may DNA into an Alter S in hand. Then you may change the attack target to 1 of your own Digimon, with also having the assembly effect of using Sagittarius mode with the Garurumon to come out from -4. With Inherent allows it to rent it from the attack target from its own, the stack's attack target from being changed. And then following that up is Red Mem Boost. And on to the last 2 packs with our penultimate one here. And let's see what we get as we round off this video. BT17 Gallant reprint, Takuya and Cody reprint, LM Gemamon, BT5 Cutemon, Fire Rocket, Royal Knights of the Purge, Kano Wisemon BT21, Stronger Super Brothers, Structure Deck Gil, and another AD1 hit to go with our Gurumon earlier, being a Greymon for Adventure. 5 to our play, 2 to digivolve generically off of a level 3, and can digivolve for 2 off of any Omnimon, any level 3 with Omnimon text, or with the Adventure trait. And on play 1 digivolve, you're able to return 1 card with Greymon, Guru, or Omnimon in name, trash to the hand. Then from all turns, when this Digimon, when your Digimon or Tamer are being played or digivolved into, if any of them have the Gurumon name or have Tai in their name, this Digimon gets to digivolve into a Greymon name in the hand without paying the cost, with it granting the stack raid. And then following that up, reprint of Justmon GX Ace. And for 3rd gold border is Taiki, Kirya, and Nene. And then on to the final pack. Let's see what we got. Yep. Call at the edge again. And starting off, reprint of BT16 Fire Mode Ace. Last Guardian. BT16V. BT8 Pomu. BT9 Pomu, I mean. BT14 Gatsu. BT21 Lydra. Structure Deck Sting. BT7 Buka. Structure Deck Solarmon. And to go with our other hybrid tamer, Frontier Tamer trio, we also have Tommy, Takuya, and Zoe for the other one from AD1. 5-star played generically, comes out from security with paying the cost, and Starman on play gets to place up to 2 high retreats with different colors from hand or trash. Underneath, they place, you draw 1. Then, if any of them, excuse me again, and then if there are 4 more high retreats sitting underneath it, you gain 2 memory, while also granting end turn by attacking with this Digimon high retreat or 10 warrior trait. It gains sec +1 for the attack. And then following, and ironic to follow it up, is another sec hit of the reprint for Susano Ace, followed by Purple Scramble to round off this box. And that's it for the polls. Now on to the overview. And on to my closing thoughts for this product. Overall, I'd say it's based off of preference, since for the most part, given the card pool, we're looking at about, I'd say, 4 decks that you can make just from the card pool alone, that being Shine Gray, Imperial Draw, Royal Knights, and Gallantmon, given the available cards in the card pool being pretty much cards seen in those decks. Aside from that, the rest is pretty much either meta relevant cards or staples, such as the boosts, memory boosts, scrambles, and the usual option staples, or some of the colored floodgates, like the Shamanmons. As for certain things within ratio, obviously, how many cards from their exclusive to AD1 will obviously vary from each box of the packs, and that also includes the number of gold frames from what you gathered, with my instance being into lucky 3. As returning to the main point, overall, I'd say this product definitely feels more like one that you could give as a gift, as pretty much you're working with a whole lot of staples, mostly from your polls, as well as being pieces to other pretty good decks out there as well. But overall, that has been my look at AD1 Digimon Generation for the Digimon TCG. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this around to keep up with my videos. And this is Cyberjob, signing off.